この俺はいずれ火影の名を受け継いで、んでよ、先代のどの火影をも超えてやるんだ。
Naruto is one of the main pillars of modern mass culture. The image of a shinobi in an orange suit is just as recognizable as Superman, Mickey Mouse, and Hello Kitty. The legendary anime was aired from 2002 to 2017. It raised the entire generation of children and teenagers, and its sequel, Boruto, has over 100 episodes and tells about the grown-up characters and their children. The original manga and anime are filled with humor and action, and the minors constitute the main audience of the anime. That's why Naruto is rarely taken seriously. Yet the manga artist and author of Naruto, Masashi Kishimoto, managed to create an incredible world that encompasses conflicts, folklore characters, and references to Japanese culture. If you like our movies and TV shows breakdowns, subscribe to our channel, check out other videos, and let us know in the comments what else you would like to see. Naruto is an orphan who lives in a ninja village and dreams about becoming a mighty warrior and a Hokage, the leader of his village.
趣味はカップラーメン食べ比べ。そんで将来の夢は火影を越す。
A nine-tailed fox is sealed inside of him, and the world is on the verge of a great war. Naruto's story is fiction, yet it's based on the real period of Japanese history, the Sengoku period, characterized by near-constant civil wars and social upheaval. It happened back in the 15th, 16th centuries when people suffered from the conflict between the feudal lords. In the anime, the Japanese provinces that waged the war against each other are depicted as countries of fire, sand, waves, and so on. The peoples of the Naruto world are tired of wars. All they crave is peace. Yet the never-ending war is profitable for shinobi and their villages, and it feels the situation will remain the same for good. In the world of Naruto, shinobi are famous brave warriors with high moral standards. They actively participate in political conflicts and live openly. They don't hide or conceal their names and faces. It makes them seem like samurai. Actually, there are samurai in Naruto, but they act as a neutral party. They don't participate in political conflicts and avoid massive battles. In reality, shinobi were nothing like in Naruto. They were hired to fight for those who pay more. They were less skillful than samurai and were mainly engaged in espionage, sabotage, and hit jobs. In Western countries, they are usually referred to as ninja. That's how the word shinobi is pronounced in the Chinese manner. This title gained its popularity largely due to the Bondiana novel You Only Live Twice and its movie adaptation. Traditionally, Japanese warriors were called shinobi no mono, or those who hide. There is no common image of shinobi. They wore neither black skin tight suits like in the ninja movies, nor bright suits like in Naruto. They valued invisibility before everything and tried to blend in the crowd, wearing the clothes of peasants, artisans, or monks. At night, they wore dark gray suits. They helped merge with the night haze, whereas a black suit would make them too visible. Like in the world of Naruto, in reality, there were female shinobi too. They were called kunoichi. As a rule, they disguised themselves as geishas, actresses, maids, or miko, priestesses at Shinto shrines. Unlike Sakura, Hinata, or Temari, they didn't engage in a battle but collected information. Kunoichi were the masters of poisons and resorted to martial arts only under the threat of exposure, even though they had special training and were way stronger than ordinary men. Shinobi had an exact set of rules, with one of them being not to disclose secrets to enemies. That's the reason we still know so little about them, for example, what they were prepared for. The content of the surviving written sources is too vague, while real secrets were told orally. In Naruto, it's reflected in the secret techniques of several clans like Uchiha and Hyuga. Yet there is a realistic depiction of shinobi in Naruto. We refer to the Anbu, a body of secret agents of Konoha. The abbreviation Anbu can be roughly translated as dark side. They demonstrate the ugly side of the shinobi world. They hide faces and use nicknames instead of names. They are the ones who do all the dirty work: sabotage, contract hits, and political intrigues. The Naruto characters practice ninjutsu. It is a real term that includes both strategy and tactics of warfare and has nothing to do with semi-magical combat techniques. It also includes espionage, sabotage, and the ability to survive in the wild. Yamabushi, Buddhist monks, are believed to be the first to learn and master ninjutsu. In the 8th century, they often lived as hermits. Fighting with the outlaws and hiding from the authorities, they turned into warriors. The legend has it that the Yamabushi monks had magical powers, and historians consider them the first shinobi. Neither monks nor shinobi could do magic, yet they happily fueled the rumors. In Naruto, shinobi are almost omnipotent as they know how to control chakra. From the traditional point of view, it is a psychoenergetic point of the human body. Chakra appears at the intersections of the channels that transport vital energy, prana. Masashi Kishimoto combined the concepts of chakra and Reiki, the idea of energy healing that appeared in Japan in the 20th century. Reiki healers use special energy concentrated in their palms to help an individual. In Naruto, shinobi control chakra using hand seals, which are certain positions of fingers and hands. These seals are based on kujikiri, a practice of spells. It is the Buddhist esoteric practice. For example, it helped to exorcise evil spirits. There are images where shinobi place their fingers in hand seals, like ones from Naruto, but they never use them in fights. Mass culture cliches about shinobi appear in Naruto. For example, according to a popular stereotype, shinobi use smoke covers during attacks and shurikens are their most powerful weapons. In reality, shurikens are quite small. As a rule, they were used as a secondary weapon to distract attention. They were smeared with poison or feces, so even the slightest scratch would cause a lot of damage. Yet the characters of Naruto never won a fight with the help of shurikens only. Smoke covers are the legacy of the kabuki theater. The characters usually disappeared in smoke. By the way, black outfits of cinema ninjas also came from the theater. Initially, it was the uniform of the stage crew who moved the scenery during the performance. But soon, theater ninjas began to wear similar outfits, and the audience saw them appearing out of nowhere. Naruto has many references to Japanese literature. The images of three shinobi, Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Orochimaru were taken from a legend about Jiraiya, who was just like the Japanese Robin Hood. He became famous as the character in the Japanese folk tale, The Tale of the Gallant Jiraiya. The tale is a massive work that took several decades to write, and in the 19th century it was adapted for kabuki theater. Both in the tale and plays, Jiraiya was a toad-riding protagonist and could turn into a toad. His wife Tsunade used the magic of slugs, and their sworn enemy Orochimaru used snake magic. Masashi Kishimoto barely changed the characters, transferring them into Naruto. In the anime, Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Orochimaru are called Sanins. These are legendary hermit monks from Japanese legends. They had an ascetic lifestyle that helped them get control over nature and animals. Yet the characters from manga and anime are far from their inspirations. Tsunade is an alcohol and gambling addict, Jiraiya is a dirty-minded freak, and Orochimaru is a war criminal. In addition to literal and historical references, Naruto has many references to Japanese folklore. The main driving force of the plot is Biju, tailed beasts. They have incredible power, and the more tails they have, the greater their strength is. There are 10 Biju, if you count Jubi, the 10 tails beast, divided into non-Biju. They were all inspired by folklore creatures. In the video, we are going to discuss 3 of them. If you want to learn about the other 7, download our free checklist Japanese mythology in Naruto, Who Are the Biju? The link is in the bio. Shukaku is the one-tailed Biju whose prototype is Tanooki, the raccoon dog with shape-shifting abilities. Tanooki enjoys making fun of people. Yet being gullible and unlucky, it often gets into trouble. One children's fairy tale reads that he turned into a teapot, but his deception was soon revealed when someone put it on fire. In an episode of Boruto, Shukaku lived in a small teapot as a reference to the story. Tanooki is the mascot of drinking places and trade, so the figures of these creatures are easy to spot in shops or restaurants. For your information, the volume of happiness and luck that Tanooki brings to its owner depends on the size of its scrotum. Giluki is a giant ox with octopus tentacles. Its other name is Hachibi, which literally means the 8 tails. Giluki speaks roughly and has a high order of intelligence. Its prototype is Ushioni. It is a yokai ox, a poisonous sea creature that appears on beaches and attacks people who walk there. The images of the creature vary depending on the region of Japan. They might have the body of a spider, octopus, or crab. They have ox's heads with sharp horns, long fangs and claws, and a thin tongue. Ushioni can spit poison, fly, and do magic. Licking an individual's shadow, they can poison them and pull the soul out of the body by looking into the eyes. At the same time, they know about the honor. They stick to their words and are always grateful for the help. The Nontales Kurama or Kyubi is the main biju that can cause a tsunami or destroy the village with a stroke of its tail. It's sealed in the main character of the anime, Naruto Uzumaki. Kurama's prototype is Kitsune, a shape-shifting fox and the most famous trickster of Japanese mythology. Kitsune harms people and deceives them but keeps their word and helps the lost souls to find their way. They are incredibly smart, cunning, and live a very long time. Kitsune grows a new tail every 100 years, and as soon as they get the 9th, they obtain unbelievable power and golden or silver fur. Foxes often turn into people, as a rule into beautiful women, and start families. They can also take over other people's bodies, control fire, lighting, human dreams, and even time. Kitsune loves to joke but does it evilly. Their sworn enemies are Tanooki, deceivers of another type. The image of Kitsune was taken from the legends about the deity Inari, the patron saint of fertility and success. Inari didn't have gender or appearance, appearing to people in various forms. Foxes were Inari's messengers and inherited the deity's shape-shifting abilities. Japanese mythology also embraced the legends of Chinese vampire foxes who seduced people. This way, both divine and demonic were tied in one creature. In Naruto, Kurama is the embodiment of evil at first, but then it becomes a positive character. The name of Kurama is a reference to the sacred mountain of Kurama inhabited by spirits. That's where Mikao Usui discovered a new means of alternative medicine, Reiki, that inspired Masashi Kishimoto to create Shinobi fighting techniques. We hope we managed to show the anime you know from another perspective. If you want to see video breakdowns of all the anime, let us know in the comments and download the checklist with our analysis of other biju. Now you can watch the courses by Artful Introvert whenever and wherever you want via our app. Download lectures to watch them offline, track your progress, continue watching from the moment you pause the video, take tests to solidify your knowledge, browse courses on any topic in the catalog, purchase courses at one click. The app is available worldwide, the link is in the description box.